Hey everybody, welcome to the Falcon one-shot. Today we're going to be taking a look at Into the Stars, which should be an early access title hitting Steam on July 9th, if I have my date here correctly. Anyway, you're probably wondering, what is Into the Stars though? Really good question, obviously. It's a really interesting take on space survival simulation. Essentially, you are the captain of the ship of the remaining humans on the universe. And what you're doing here is that every 6 months, I do believe, the Scorn, which is like this hateful race of aliens, come over here trying to wipe you out. So essentially what you're trying to do is grab everybody that you have available, all the humans left over, and basically book it, try to find a location in the universe to actually escape the attack of the Scorn for a while. It kind of plays out a lot like Out There and Cosmonautica in a way, if I could compare those games right here, especially Out There because it's really resource management heavy. There's also a roguelike element to it for sure, and it's kind of almost even Star Trek-y, if I could say it, just because you're in a captain's chair. I mean, I'll show you more exactly what I mean by that, but it's a really, really fun game for sure, and I'm really looking forward to the development down the line. When you start this off over here, it takes a little bit of time to actually get involved in the game, because you have to do some pre-setup type of things here. I kind of already know how to do this and what I'm looking for, so I'm going to streamline this a bit easier. But I might cover this game down the line. If you guys want to see more of this covered on the channel, let me know by leaving me a thumbs up and leaving me a comment, and I will, look into possibly doing this as a little mini-series. This will actually let you choose a captain, who you want the captain to be. You can rename them, and they all have different abilities available to them. I'm going to go with the Survivalist, though, because it gives you an percent chance of success rates on missions, which is really important, as we will soon see. I'm going to go with this fine gentleman over here. You can switch over who you want it to be, but this guy seems like a captain to me. Alrighty guys, and after you have your captain picked out, you will be moved over to the select ship module area, which is going to be really important. This is where some of the min-maxing of the game is going to take place. So, you have your FTLs where you can min-max certain type of systems and things of that nature. You can do the same with this game over here. Now, for instance, this would be the core ship systems, which is going to be life support, protein sequencer, and engine. Obviously, life support is going to be for oxygen for your civilians, protein is going to be for food, engine is going to be for how fast you move. These all have different things that you can actually choose, and they all require a different amount of elements to actually work. For the life support and the protein sequencer, you need these elements daily. So obviously we're going to focus a lot on carbon dioxide and nitrogen and biomatter if we want to, keep going forward. Otherwise our people will die of, starvation or no oxygen, which is pretty bad. Combat system's going to be for weapons. These will basically be used. You could actually get different weapons here. I like to go with the ones with smaller damage just for the faster charge speed itself. And the cargo base is going to be for how much of the elements you could actually hold on the ship. So this is actually really important as well. But as you can see here, one of the elements that you don't see down here is magnesium, which, if you go over to Shuttle Bay, is an option. What I've done to kind of min-max it a little bit is only focus my ship on using carbon dioxide, nitrogen, biomatter, and hydrogen. Alrighty, and once you have your module selected, you come over to the Add Resource menu, which is this one over here. Now for this one, I already did this off camera as well, just because these little arrows you see over here, I really hope that they fix this soon, or at least add a option to it, but you can input the amount of number you want. The only way you can go about this is actually moving these arrows down the line, so it's a bit finicky. It's something that definitely I would like to see change, because you want to have a fine input as to how much of a certain item you actually want. I have no magnesium chosen, and that's the reason why, because as you remember, for our modules, I selected resources or systems that use no magnesium whatsoever, so my main focus is going to be hydrogen, carbon dioxide, biomass, and nitrogen. Alrighty guys, and after you're done with all that, you come to the very last portion of the setup here, which is going to be you enlisting 6 members to help you out as your squad in the command ship itself. Now, for this one, you're going to want to focus on people that can do some decent mining, some commanding, some engineering, piloting, medical, and toughness, and it's up to you who you want to kind of choose here. What I usually like to do is grab somebody that excels at more than one thing. So for instance, I already have my squad here, but this guy over here, this lady over here, Anna Thomas, she excels at mining, and as you can see, she's also pretty decent at engineering, so I usually like to pick people that have 2 decent stats so I can kind of just flip people around whenever I need them on the fly. But I already have my party over here set up. Let's go ahead and get the ship on the road. Alrighty, and after quite possibly the longest setup of any game I've ever played in quite a while, you finally hit space itself, and it's a really beautiful game as you can see over here. We have some controls on screen. That's fine. I kind of, for the most part, do understand what's going on here. Let's go forward here. And right now we're going to start off by going into getting our ship underway here and going forward. And we could dip our nose here a little bit, go up, go down, to the left and to the right. Let's go ahead and click the cool camera option here. Yeah, that is actually quite pretty. Now, right now, One of our main goals is that we want to get some more resources going on, and we also want to avoid the scorn. The scorn? The scorn. They're after us. They want to kill us. Bad dudes, right? Let me hit C over here, and this is our command chair, and this is where the Star Trek thing that I mentioned comes into play. I'm over here like Captain Kirking this shit all around. As you can see, we have 10,000 civilians on our ship over here. It's up to us to kind of keep them alive. With all the things that we have in terms of the resources, we have enough oxygen for 37 days and food for 37 days. Zooming up here a little bit, remember, the faster you go, the more fuel you do burn, so you want to keep that in mind. But for the sake of this video, I just want to actually get to getting some progress happening over here, so let's go ahead and speed it up quite a bit. Now, the slower you go, too, you actually do attract the attention of the Scorn, which you're trying to stay away from, so keep that in mind. Now, if we go over here to engineering, let's go check out these menus here really quickly. You could actually use things like scrap to repair broken areas. Let's go over to the captain's chair again, make sure I don't even crash into that planet. Okay, we're fine. The map itself will show you exactly everything that's available to you right now as of this build. I'm pretty sure this will grow the further the game develops. But as you can see, we're down over here for now. And you can set some courses as well to get some markers so you can see where you're heading off to. Resources-wise, it'll tell you exactly what we're being used and what's the storage space is looking like, etc., etc. And finally, we have the crew members over here. Now, the crew member thing's going to be kind of really important. Let me sway my ship aside here. You could, by the way, control your ship as you're doing all this, which is really, really fun. Over here, you're going to have random events that happen, and you can use your, 6 squad members over here to actually take care of those events that do happen, which honestly is something I want to see worked on really soon, because hopefully we do see it in this video, but some of these events happen really, really often. Let me pause here momentarily. Oh, I can't pause right now? These events that happen like that, right? The threat yellow love. Oh, that's actually just warning me that the Scorn are on my tail. So we want to do something over here, like possibly mine this planet, but we also have the Scorn behind us, so we got to do this really fast. Right now we're going to do let's do a resource probe, which is going to require 15 hydrogen and 20 nitrogen. So let's deploy this one. And this would be just a regular probe if I'm right. So we need to select one of these individuals to send out this mission, and we'll see who has the better chance at it. Usually I believe it's the pilots that have a better chance. So let's go with Emma King, and let's see what her chance of success is. 88. That's good. I will take it. Go ahead, Emma King. Good luck. And this takes place in a little bit of... I have no control over this right now. This is kind of just a pre-rendered type of cutscene. And she got there successfully. Perfect. And we're going to get 100 hydrogen, 60 carbon dioxide, 90 biomass or biomatter, 100 nitrogen, and 100 magnesium, which I don't really care about. And this here again is where I want to see this worked on. I hate having to select this until it's completely capped out. At least give me like an option where it's like, take all. I'll take that. But this here takes a while. Just because we have enough room for it, I might as well take the magnesium, but I'm not opposed to just getting rid of it down the line if I have to. So let's confirm that one. So that's one of the missions you can do. The other one is the mining rig, which requires 50 nitrogen. Let's go ahead and do this one. This one's a bit more fun and more active as well, as you'll see. I'm going to go ahead and send Emma Keen one more time over here. Oh, and by the way, every time you send them out and the mission is successful, they will level up some of their skills too. I'll send her along with Frank Wright over here. 93% chance of success. Perfect. Let's launch it right now. Now, if this is successful, you kind of play a little mini-game where you actually have more of an active say in terms of what elements you end up picking up. So I'll show you right now what I mean. This should be successful, right? Perfect. And we're going to enter a little mini-game where you have to avoid your mine running into stuff. And everything that you kind of burn up in terms of the elements are the things you're going to collect at the end of the mission itself. You want to avoid the red ones and those really weird-looking ones with the grid type of look to them, because that's instant game over. Oh, that was close. And again, you want to focus on things you're going to need more, so hydrogen is going to be really important, carbon dioxide, magnesium I don't really care about, that you could actually ignore. But for now, let's just focus on the things we need to survive. Am I going to make it? No, I didn't make it. But hey, we got a lot of good stuff. We got 140 hydrogen, 200, our threat level's orange. We need to leave soon, otherwise the Scorn will show up. So let me take all the CO that we can carry. The shuttle team one is going to actually send you to the planet, and you can choose a few different things to go with. But right now, we need to get the hell out of here because the Scorn is right on our tail. So let's actually start flying away. I might want to go towards that planet up here that you see. Well, let's just go into full speed for now. Let's dip upwards. And there's actually, if I remember correctly, oh, we have a marker over here. That's another wreckage that we could actually find. So let's go towards that one instead. Oh, waste overflow. I thought you were gone. Can I not see you when it's paused? Well, okay, there you go. The reason why we've been losing people is because of the waste overflow. The waste hatch has ceased to function and civilians' waste has begun piling up. Oh, so I'm not sure why that wasn't there the first time around. Maybe a weird bug. I mean, the game is still a really early build. This isn't even the early access build just yet. This is a pre-early access build. I'm going to send one of my people to fix this up. Let's go ahead and send Phil Martin. I'm sorry, my friend, you're going to have to, you know, be knee-deep in shit, essentially, to clear that up. But there you go. So he's going to work on that, and hopefully that'll take care of that issue down the line, so we stop losing people due to overflowing toilets. But right now our goal is still this spaceship over here. Let's go ahead and get into pretty camera mode. That's what I like to call this. Space diarrhea outbreak? Oh, come on. This is the reason why we're overflowing in space with waste. Okay, let's pause this momentarily. What is it now? Good God, you people need to stop eating bad, terrible... Oh, we can't see it. There you go. So if it's paused and you go in there, you can't see it. There you go. Okay. So now we're going to have... Now, the problem with this is that if you have your people working on these issues here, once you get to a planet that you want to either search or you get into a fight with the Scorn, you can't actively use them because they're over here doing some other job. So you got to make sure when you're going to have them take care of an issue and when you're going to mine and when you're going to fight. So for Space Diarrhea, let's go ahead and send Kyle Anderson. Good luck to you, my friend. Alrighty, let's zoom out of here. And then we have the spaceship over here, which is the one that I'm aiming for right now. So we're going at full speed, so hopefully the Scorn threat isn't going to be after us right now. They will track you if you don't move. So right now we found the Arc 8 wreckage. This will be my final report. Our hull is critical, the engine's offline, and we lack the parts to repair them. If you're reading to scavenge all the supplies you can, Cooper. So let's go ahead and interact with this wreckage over here. So for this one, we only have one option, was going to be the shuttle team. There's no mining involved because this is a wrecked ship. I'm going to go ahead and deploy. And... right now, oh, Phil Martin's done, but homeboy over here is still, you know, dealing with space diarrhea. So we have to send 3 people for this mission. I'm going to go ahead and send Phil Martin. I'm going to send Emma King. And maybe Frank Wright. Let's see what their chance of success here is. It's going to be 100. Yeah, do it. That's going to cost us 85 hydrogen, by the way. And our threat level is now yellow, which means the Scorn is kind of on our track now. So we successfully made it over here. And let's see here. The ship's AI system has been disabled from the inside, Captain. Cryptic writings cover the walls and what looks like blood. Should we investigate? And our chance of success here is going to be 63%. And this is going to be based on different stats as well. So our chance to get there was actually really high because we sent pretty good pilots. But we didn't send anybody else that focused on, like, say, medical or engineering to give us a better chance for this event over here. So 63 is pretty low, but you know what? For the purpose of the video, I'm going to take it. See what happens. And success! Perfect. And Emma King got a command point up, and Frank Ray got 2 medical. We investigated the ship and found a deranged crew member. Unfortunately, he opened the airlock and committed suicide. We scavenged what we could, Captain. Ooh, boy. However, in doing so, we did find a new system over here. So what we found was the origin unknown. This thing somehow converts CO2 into protein. It's not the most efficient, but Reliance is a single resource we could be of benefit. So what we found here is something that uses the CO to actually make food. So we could completely negate biomatter and nitrogen from food and just focus on that, meaning we don't have to collect biomatter going forward. I think that's a really good idea. So suddenly we've now dropped our main focus to only 3 elements as opposed to 4. So yes, let's go ahead and make that happen. Carbon oxide. Oh no, we have a fight. You know what? This is fine. I wanted to show off the fights before we actually cut this video off. So this will be the last thing we do here today. The Scorn are a hive-mind race. No one knows where they came from. Their home seems to be aboard a massive ship that is always on the move. They move from star system to star system, systematically destroying and wiping out the native species of the region. Their only goal is eradication. You humans are becoming an annoyance. Death awaits you. Really, really good artwork on this guy too. So here you have to assign people for this job. Unfortunately for us, one of our dudes, as I mentioned, is still on task, so we can't use Phil Martin for any of these issues over here, which is a problem. I hope he's not something really important that we needed here. Betty Harris. Losing Phil Martin right now is a problem because we could have used him for one of these, but now, you know, whatever, that's what we have with here. Let's go and confirm, and this will be the fight. Now the fight takes place in a bit of a turn type of base system here. You have to wait till your weapons charge up, and then you can either choose to attack their hull, their shields, or their weapons. I prefer to go after shields first and just go straight up to the hull. I usually just ignore the weapons, but right now we're looking at 2 different enemies that are going to be firing at us at the same time. What you could do here is actually use your deflectors on the fly. So whenever you see them charging up, that's probably the best time to put your deflector shield up and try to block the incoming damage. Alright, so right now we're ready to go. I'm going to focus on shields, and let's get this battle on the road here. Alrighty, so again, use spacebar to kind of commandeer yourself here a little bit and you don't mess up too much. I'm going to go after shields with the laser cannon. Fire away, and we hit. Perfect. Now remember, our weapon is actually pretty low damage. Did we hit or did we miss? Our Our weapon is pretty low damage, so it's going to be kind of hard to get through the shield with it, but again, it does charge faster, so that's the only upside to it right now. I'm going to go ahead and fire some torpedoes at that shield, and that one did hit. Oh, they're going to be shooting now. Deflect. We deflected some of it away. Nope, not really. We took a 11 ship hull damage. That's unfortunate. Okay, we still haven't done any damage to them, right? God damn. Shields, come on. They blocked that attack. That one hit. Perfect. We can't deflect right now because we're still charging up on that one. Oh, they're just doing a number on us right now. Shoot this again. Shoot this again. Shields are down. Now we have to focus on the hull. Let's bring up our deflectors now. Good, that one was blocked completely. And we want to focus on their hull now. Oh, good shot. Great shot. Now we're waiting for our shields to come back up online now. We hit the hull again. Perfect. Let's go ahead and fire that one. Torpedoes, come on. Come on, torpedoes. We are going to block this next shot coming up. Perfect. Alrighty. Oh, that could have been the kill right there. Emma King. You blew it, kid. Oh, their shields are back up, too. You know what? Forget the shields. We just got to bring them down at this point. We got to bring them down at this point. Alright, one of them is... No! Not yet! Bring up our shields. Alright, one of them's down finally. Did we get him? Just die! Just die already! Why won't you die, you fucking evil mutant of an alien? They blocked the shot? Deflect that up right now? Yeah, they keep blocking every single shot now. Is that the shields going up right there? It is. That one should kill him. Alrighty! Hoo-wee! That was scary. So again, we took a lot of hull damage, but you can actually repair that with the scraps that you have, and you will find more as you go along when you actually mine other planets and get involved with other events. That was a difficult fight. I do apologize for that. I just wasn't really playing using my A game for to say. But over here, we're going to definitely pick up... Well, we don't need that anymore, and we don't need the biomass anymore. So all we need now is just nitrogen and carbon dioxide and hydrogen, because we already got rid of the biomatter system as well. So we're just going to take that right now. We'll confirm this as well. And there you go. We could basically come over to our process here momentarily. Let's go to engineering really quickly. And we can use this over here to repair our hull plating. So we will. And do it again. And we will. And you can find a lot of the, repair ingredients down the line, so that's not really a big issue. As long as you survive, you will live to fight another day for sure. Hopefully you enjoyed the look at here. If you want to see some more of Into the Stars, let me know in the comments, and I will continue to do so and make this a little bit of a series. But I just wanted to show off exactly what the game's about. Still really early access, but it really has a lot of promise for sure. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I will catch you next time.